Hello, Leo-Virgo energies. Welcome into your Love Tarot reading here for January 2026. I thank you, my books, for being on this side of the channel, for your love and support. I really do appreciate it. And if you haven't already, please make sure you participate in the deck giveaway that I am doing as a thank you for y'all for being here. If there's any deck in the thrift shop that you would like to claim as your own, let me know in the comments and I'll send you a giveaway link where you can claim the deck as a free gift and I will ship it to you for free as well. And thank you to everybody who's already done it. I really do appreciate y'all. All right, so that's just what's happening. In case you missed it, please make sure you also are tuning into the members tab, keeping up with our members only posts. You can turn on all notifications for my channel so you don't miss a thing, okay? But a very interesting message I was getting for you, my loves. Okay. Feels as if the divine is wanting you to have faith in the rebirth of something. This feels like the rebirth of a connection maybe you're already in, the rebirth of a connection that maybe has been distant from you for a while, the rebirth of your love life overall and in general, okay, seems to be at play here. There are some things that you're going to have to decide for yourself, Leo Virgo, when it comes to this love energy I'm picking up for y'all. Keep in mind that this can be for your love placements, not necessarily your sun sign. Love placements, Moon, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Lilith, most importantly. All of them being important, but that's where you want to focus. Okay, this is kind of giving like a mind over matter type of a situation, Leo Virgo. Your mind has to see it before it can be real, but there might be a part of you that's not allowing the mind to see something, or that is afraid to believe in something, because then that makes it real. Now, I could also be picking up on an energy that's connected to you. Maybe somebody's having a hard time believing in the love, believing in the relationship, believing in the partnership. And so it's going to require definitely some faith, definitely some patience. In order for this rebirth to happen or to see it all the way through. I do get that there might be some question marks around this, or like there's just a lot of unknowns involved in this situation. And when I get that kind of energy, it definitely feels like best plan of action, let go and let God kind of a thing. Like, let the divine work it out, because clearly it might be a little bit above your awareness, and that's okay. That's okay. So long as you are following any guidance that the divine is giving you, everything should work out the way that it was meant to. Okay. And maybe that's where you're at, trying to figure out what's meant. Why is something happening? When is something going to happen? Or going to change, going to shift? Okay. So help me out here, divine. Show me a little bit more about what's going on here with Leo Virgos when it comes to this rebirth in their love life. Thank you. An apology. Okay. Apologizing might be a crucial step in preserving this relationship. It can also provide an opportunity to address certain behaviors or concerns. So a heart-to-heart conversation might be needed and necessary. The higher self. That. No matter how dark or muddy your path may be, Leo Virgos, trust the guidance of your higher self. Like I said, it's like as long as you are following what your higher self is giving you to do, everything should work out the way it needs to. If your higher self has been pushing you to apologize to somebody, I just heard and I have. Okay. All right. Okay. And I know this might feel like nitpicking from the universe, but there's a certain sincerity that needs to come with this apology. Just saying sorry isn't gonna cut it. Just because you say the words "I'm sorry" doesn't actually mean that you're sorry. And you know what's very funny? Not very funny at all, but I'm sure you've heard this before. The best sorry or the best apology you can give anybody is changed behavior. And for it to say it can also provide an opportunity to address certain behaviors and concerns, those behaviors and concerns, are you addressing them? Or maybe I'm speaking to a cross-watcher. Are you addressing them when it comes to Leo Virgo? Because if not, then that "I'm sorry" means nothing. Holds no weight. Changed behavior. That could also be the rebirth. All right. Tell me a little bit more about apology and the higher self here for Leo Virgos in love. Thank you. Mirrored souls. Okay. With physical touch. Interesting. This card signifies that you have met your spiritual other half. This is also confirmation of a balanced masculine and feminine energy within oneself. Small physical gestures such as a hug, kiss, holding hands, and physical intimacy are great examples of physical touch. This may be your or your person's love language. Okie dokie. What I'm getting, somebody might have a habit and a pattern of trying to apologize with physical touch. Apologize with intimacy. You know, that's not an apology either. Like, again, that's not an apology. That's not an apology. I can hear it low key. Not the physical intimacy. Oh Lord, please don't let me hear that. No, I don't want to. I do not want to be able to fly on the wall in that situation. No. What I'm hearing, let me be more specific. What I'm hearing is a scenario where maybe there is some sort of physical intimacy that happens and it doesn't shift someone's mood. Somebody's still upset, somebody's still hurt, somebody's still bothered, and now whoever was trying to get through the apology or offer the apology through physical intimacy is upset. Well, we just did all that. Why can't you just let it go? Because that's not changed behavior. And because somebody is clearly hurt. And so the lack of empathy towards someone's emotional state is alarming. Okay? Sex is not a sex is merely a band-aid. It's not a fix. It's not a fix for emotional damage. So there's emotional damage here. Yeah. Physical touch is not a fix for emotional damage. And somebody has to realize that. Yeah. That's also maybe a part of that rebirth energy. Okay. Make a move. Yeah. The time is now. Someone is planning to take action, or it's time for you to make the move. Divine Flame just flipped out the deck before I could even ask anything. You could be dealing with a divine counterpart here, Leo Virgos. Yeah. Sex is not going to, heal emotional damage. It's not. Rebuilding trust. Rebuilding whatever was lost. Maybe it's trust for me to just say that outright. Rebuilding whatever was lost is how you repair that emotional damage. And that takes a certain level of awareness, that takes a certain level of tenderness, that takes a certain level of care. That, again, no physical touch can heal or fix. This could be a classic case of somebody loving someone else in their own love language. Like, shoe on the other foot, whoever's trying to heal something with the physical touch, it would be healed and done and over for them. But you're dealing with another human being that is not you. Even if there's a divine flame situation going on, you're still different people. And that has to be respected. So what would work for you might not work for that person. And so this is where paying attention to who your partner is, having a certain level of emotional intelligence and integrity is key and crucial. It's important for whoever this is to live outside of themselves. So somebody could be a little self-centered, a little self-focused. Again, if it were me, I'd be over it if I had got, loved on all like that. Okay, that's you. Physical touch might be that person's love language, but I don't really feel like it's someone else's love language. Okay? Somebody needs words of affirmation for apology to be out here. It's like I need to hear. And maybe even action would make a move. Yeah, acts of service and words of affirmation might be somebody's primary love language. Physical touch, and I'm hearing gift giving, might be the other person's love language. So someone is trying to physically touch and gift give because that's what they would want to receive. And they're not tapping into the fact that somebody needs words and changed behavior. Okie dokie. So a war of the love language here, Leo Virgo. Love letter. I can't make it up. Words of affirmation. Exactly. Boundaries, baby. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. Somebody is, I'm hearing caught in a pattern. Somebody could be caught in a pattern a little bit when it comes to this. You might notice that this is a pattern. How come every time we have an argument or we're not on the same page, you want to come over here and get physically intimate? I might not be in the mood. Now you're mad that I'm not in the mood. And now it's an even bigger problem. And it's just like compounding on top of itself. Somebody has to check in with their higher self, if they have access, child, and kind of check themselves a little bit, because I don't know why I'm not really a fan of all of that, and it's not really about me being a fan or not, but how I'm feeling it. Maybe I'm in your energy, like you don't really like the fact that this person uses that as a means to really brush things under the rug, as a means to avoid accountability, avoid responsibility, avoid conversation. I don't want to talk. Let's just kiss. No, you know what I mean? You don't want to have the adult conversation, but you want to do adult things. And so, yeah, that's where maybe somebody's putting a boundary up. Okay. Okie dokie. Yeah, it's important to set boundaries with this person. Be mindful of what you will and will not tolerate. Again, if it's not coming with an apology and change behavior, I don't want it. That's where I feel somebody's at. No amount of moves in the bedroom is going to make somebody feel safer or feel like everything's okay or move on from something. Somebody needs time, attention, words. Like someone needs to know that the other person understands why they're upset, what made them upset, and not just understands it, but actually cares to not repeat it again. Because a lot of times when you're dealing with people like that, that stuff goes in one ear and out the other. And I think that's what's pissing somebody off here. It shouldn't be going in one ear and out the other. And y'all know I don't like to say should, but it's like, that's not ideal for this person. And maybe I'm speaking for you, Leo Virgo. That's not ideal for you. But that's the ideal for whoever you're connected to here in this situation. And it's starting to become very disappointing. It's starting to feel like a letdown. It's starting to feel like, oh, this might not be a good match. This might not be a good partner for me. Somebody's starting to doubt the relationship because of that pattern. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Show me why the apology is so important here in this dynamic. I can't make it up. Ace of Wands with the High Priestess. I am confirming something. Exactly. I'm confirming something. That's exactly the MO for somebody. Like, they try to apologize with physicality. They want to touch you, hug you, hold you, you know, rub all on you, start doing things. And that's how they say they're sorry. But it's like, no, I need to hear I am sorry out of your mouth. And not only hear it out of your mouth, that sorry needs to echo through your behavior. So what good is that if you're just going to go back to doing the thing that hurt me? Or go back to saying the thing that hurt me? Or, you know, behaving in the way that was harmful? What good is any of the sex if that's just where we're going to land again? That can be a very big turn off. I almost feel like it is turning somebody off. Okay? So take that as that resonates. Take it as it resonates. But yeah, I guess I've already tapped into why that apology is necessary. But what else can you share here, Divine, about this apology? Thank you. Okay. Two of Swords in reverse. Yeah, this is kind of where I feel like that lack of emotional empathy is showing up here. Knight of Swords in reverse also fell out. Somebody has a trouble communicating. Thank you, Divine. Oh, that's powerful. Somebody has a hard time separating emotions from words. So it's like, oh, this could, okay, we're about to go deep with this. Trigger warning. This could be a sign of someone's abuse. Maybe they grew up in a very verbally violent household, so any sort of reprimand feels like an attack. Any sort of critique or like, hey, you know, I didn't really like when you did that. It's like an immediate defense goes up because they might have been berated a lot as a child. They might, you know what I'm saying? It's like every little thing they did, they had something smart coming out of a parent's mouth about it. And so anytime you try to say, hey, don't do that, it's triggering them back to there. Now, that's not an excuse. Everybody has something they need to heal from. Trauma isn't an excuse to hurt people, but I think that could be why this person avoids talking and they just want to physically, do you know what I'm saying, make you feel better physically as opposed to emotionally, mentally, spiritually. I don't know that they have the tools or the skills to do that at this moment. Maybe that's also why a rebirth is necessary. Okay. Okay, can I get one for the apology? Thank you. I can't make it up. They can't differentiate between, like, you might say something and then are you upset? You know what I mean? It's that kind of like, are you mad at me? Kind of a thing. And it's like, no, I'm just saying that, you know, you forgot to do this thing, or like, you know, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. You know, you might not even have inflection or there's really no emotion behind it, but they like have that kind of response to it. Yeah, it's a bit of emotional toxicity that they grew up in that they haven't figured out how to detox from. So anytime anything becomes emotional or they have to mentally, you know, use logic, they get a little, they get cross about it, or again, it goes in one ear out the other, and they want to just kind of jump to the physical feel good. So the physical part is the coping mechanism. I can't really express my emotions. I can't really think through or process what I'm doing wrong or why, because it feels like an attack. So physically, let's just move forward. You know what I mean? I know I can make myself feel good physically, and then I do, and then I'm good. Then they can kind of push it off in the back of their mind and not think about it again. But I think that's what's, I'm hearing, causing this rift in this connection. Okay, what's the message from the higher self? Yeah, that's exactly what's causing this rift in the connection. Someone is very much so used to using that kind of physical touch and connection as it's a coping mechanism. 3 of Cups. To indulge. Maybe this person's also picking up habits or exhibiting habits, like when things get a little tough, they start drinking. I want to go party now. Like it's an escape. You might be dealing with a Pisces. Take it as it resonates. Or somebody who has a lot of energy in their 12th house. They might use escapism as a way to avoid having to confront the 7 of Cups. Okay. Justice. Yeah. Your higher self, again, is going to lead you in the right way. You got the Empress here at the bottom as well. Your higher self is going to lead you to the balance that you need for whoever this message is for. You just have to trust it. Just got to trust that guidance when it comes in. Yeah, Hierophant. Ooh, fell here on the floor. We already saw the High Priestess, so mirrored souls. Spiritually, yeah. Okay, so there is a strong spiritual bond between you and this person. I just think it's the 3D it's the 3D versions of yourselves that kind of have this rift. The higher selves maybe are in some sort of balance. Can you show me what the mirrored soul is? Who's this mirrored soul? The Emperor is your mirrored soul. Aries energy, also Taurus energy. Also Mars, tied to Mars, but not as a celestial body. That's the Tower. But the 9 of Swords, yeah. I'm hearing I want it my way. Yeah, this person you're dealing with could definitely be a my way or the highway kind of person. Like, if you don't want to do the physical touch, if that's not enough, then like, I'm not doing anything else. You know what I mean? It gets a little stubborn. It gets a little bullheaded, horn down kind of when it comes to that, because it feels again like an attack. So I don't know if that's like a common thread. This person might always feel like you're attacking them, and that's not the case. They're just kind of acting out their trauma, and you know, that's unfortunate, and we all have done it. You know, healing is a forever process, but I don't think this person is aware that that's what's happening. They don't, like, it's like they don't even know why they get like that. So this person maybe has to do some deep introspection here, okay? Show me mirrored souls. 9 of Cups. Yeah. And the 3 of Pentacles. Yeah. It's something that they have to work on, for sure. The 9 of Cups, again, can be very self-indulgent. That's why it's just the 9. It's not necessarily the 10. It can be a place where we get very, very lax and kind of comfortable. Okay, it challenges this person. It's a challenge for this person, but it's something that, again, they're going to have to work at. This is a skill they need to build. They need to be able to discern between words and emotion. They need to be able to sit through someone telling them something, saying something, pointing something out, and not feel attacked. That's all personal inner work, 9 of Cups. There's nothing that you can really, like, do to help this person. Like, I definitely, yeah, I wouldn't recommend you watering yourself all the way down just so this person is comfortable. It's like, no, you got to be able to have adult conversations, period, in an adult relationship. And again, not everything is fixed with sex. So let's start there. Sometimes it's a conversation that's needed. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes other actions outside of that is what's needed and necessary. And I feel like this person is starting to maybe see that. Yeah, 2 of Pentacles. Starting to maybe see that. But again, that physical touch move that they like to do, or those moves, usually worked so far in this person's life. It's worked before. It's been able to sustain relationships before. But I think you might even be going through a rebirth, which is, again, going to call a new version of this person out and up. Okay? So fire, earth energies, y'all definitely being called into new elevated energies and new cycles, which is always great to see. It can be bumpy. It can. It absolutely can. High Priestess. Yeah, with physical touch. Yeah, that's confirmation. You're definitely being called into higher elevation, higher frequency. Show me physical touch here. Thank you. The Five of Pentacles. It's their get out of jail card. I just heard. It's their get out of the doghouse, get out of trouble, move and maneuver and card they like to pull. But a Five of Pentacles can feel like less than enough. And I think that's what this person is recognizing. That doesn't get them out of the trouble zone with you, or, you know, with whomever this is. Okay, show me the move that needs to be made here in this situation. Thank you. The Two of Wands, some decisive action. I just heard actions, like I said. But it's a Two of Wands, which feels like newness. It's new actions, new path, new portal, new manifestation, a new approach to something. Not the Two of Pentacles, same old, just doing what works. No, this requires new invention, new energy, new effort. Okay, show me the love letter. Devil energy, yikesy, yikesies. Okay. Expect a beautifully written love message from someone that admires you, or maybe you're the one finally expressing your love. Yeah, here's the thing. I feel like this person is absolutely like committed and a little maybe even obsessed with this connection, kind of in the right ways though. Like, I don't think this is someone who wants to let you go easily, which is probably why the divine would put y'all in some sort of counterpart or connection energy, because that desire, that I almost want to say that darkness, that like deep kind of devilish, like, oh my gosh, borderline obsession kind of an energy is what's going to be the pressure point for this person to step into that newness, because they don't want to lose you. They're not letting you go. So they're going to have to surrender to doing something different, and they're going to have to surrender to growth. And it feels like they're willing to do that, which is a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. Because we all have to grow. We all outgrow things. And if the love and the connection and the energy is potent enough, strong enough, it'll be strong enough to pull that newer version out of you and them. So I kind of feel like you're the one going through the rebirth, and that is going to have an effect on this person. So what used to work no longer works anymore. They are committed to figuring out what works now. Maybe now they'll have to kind of face the Seven of Cups, do the things, and, you know, do you know what I'm saying? It's not even if, because they really do want you. And that's the truth. That's the truth. So why the boundary? The Four of Wands, Six of Pentacles in reverse. I'm going to put that back. Yeah. This could be a marriage that you have with this person. You could be married or already committed to them. But that's what I mean. They're in it. And even in marriages and even in bonds and even in long-term relationships, boundaries exist. I think that's a common misconception. That like once you get married to somebody, there's no more rules. Oh no, no. Somebody can be married to you and love you down to the boots and still have to put up a boundary with you. That's love too. Boundaries are love. It might be tough love, but it's love. Otherwise, wouldn't bother setting the boundary. You just would dip. You see what I'm saying? And I think that's what somebody's starting to see. Oh, they could have been gone, but they're still here. So let me do what I need to do so I don't lose them. And they don't ever feel like, you know what, I'm over it. I'm done. And I'm packing up and I'm going. That's a part of marriage. Like, that's a part of being with somebody. Especially if you want to be with them. You are committed to being with them. You know that's where you want to be. And that's what it seems like with this devil energy under love letter. Yeah. The boundaries you set will be the work they have to do. And that's how this was designed. That's how the love was designed between you two. Destiny. The Chariot. Sorry, I don't know if I'm putting it in the glare or not. I apologize if I am. Bear with this lighting situation we have going on, y'all. Okay. Tell me about the Seven of Cups with Justice. Thank you. The World. Okay. The Ten of Pentacles between Justice and the Nine of Cups. Exactly. Exactly. This is about balancing karma. For the sake of the security, for the sake of the established relationship that the divine, I feel, wants you to have with each other. You got mirrored souls here. Again, the divine didn't fashion you as mirrored souls for no reason. But this could be a karmic cycle that is evolving or ready to be shed between two people. Yeah. I almost feel like in that sense of reflection energy, you might be the reflection of a karmic cycle, or like you're the perfect mirror for them to reflect on the karmic cycles that they keep cycling through with the Seven of Cups, that they keep up, that they keep connected to. Again, like I said, I don't know that this person is even aware that they move out of that trauma. Okay? But you're the perfect mirror for them to see that through. Okay? Show me the Nine of Cups with the Five of Pentacles. Thank you. The Chariot, period. Destined. Like I said, destiny's playing out between you two. Show me Five of Pentacles with the Two of Wands. Oi. The Hierophant is what stayed on the board. And the Tower in reverse is what fell on the floor. Yeah, like I said, this person does not want that Tower to happen. They do not want to part. They don't want to break up. They don't want the divorce. They don't want you going anywhere. They don't want it. They don't want it. But a Chariot and the Hierophant feels like they absolutely have to make the power move of showing up differently. And showing a little bit more, maybe, again, self-control, a little bit more wisdom. Do you see what I'm saying? They got to learn. They have to learn how to love you. That's what it is. They got to learn how to love you. They've been loving you from the love of themselves. They have to learn your love languages now. Okay. I almost want to say congratulations on this shift because it feels like it's happening. Okay, Two of Wands with Devil energy. High Priestess, boo-boo. Next to the Hierophant, period. Mirrored souls, exactly. Destiny with the Chariot, with the Ten of Pentacles, with the World. Stop playing, okay? Period. Right, because like this is what I'm trying to say. Whoever this is, that they not losing you. Nah. They would shed all of their skin if they needed to. This feels like somebody would go through the gauntlet to keep this Four of Wands. And that's what maybe they have to do. And they might be finding the courage to do so because, let me tell you, the love is deep. The passion is deep. Okay. The desire is deep. This is the difference between being tolerated and being wanted. No, I want you. I want the relationship with you. I want us. And I'll do what it have to do to make sure that we are still a we. Not tolerating it because I've been here long enough. I just kind of tolerate you. I don't really want you, but it's just more convenient. It's more comfortable. Those are two different frequencies, baby. This is want. It's a blessing to have somebody who wants to be in your life. They want to be there. And maybe that's something that somebody or both of y'all shouldn't lose sight of. Okay? Okay, Hierophant, High Priestess. I know that's right. Yeah, come on now. They want to move on. If they got to do the Ten of Wands work, you set that boundary. I'm not putting up with this no more. You better shape up or ship out. Oh, they're not shipping out, so they gonna shape up. They gonna carry them wands. Okay. All right. Let me get my ish together. Let me step into my Hierophant. Okay. See what I'm saying? I do feel like you have somebody who will try to push that boundary, but I think they also know not to push the boundary with you because they don't, it's a risk. They don't want to lose you. I almost feel like if there are threats of like, I will end this shit, like I will be out this bitch clearly, they know you're not playing. They know it's not a joke. Maybe they took it as a joke and now something has happened here between y'all where they absolutely know it's not a joke. You will absolutely get up and go. Oh. Hell no. Yeah, I can feel somebody's like, hell no, I ain't letting that go. Which again, okay. Sad you gotta be pushed to that point if that happened, but don't make good on the promise. You see what I'm saying? Don't make somebody make good on that promise to get up and go. So they better get it together. They better tighten up. Okay, show me the world in the Ten of Pentacles. I respect that. I really do respect that. Period. Period. Five of Wands. Yeah. Knight of Wands energy. They know. Let me tell you something. They know. They could feel it. Ooh, I'm treading on thin ice. I'm on thin fucking ice. Okay, hold on. How did this ice get so thin? And I just saw somebody with like, okay, like let's say, you know, you make a little ice pond, little ice rink, they freeze over a lake. That person just skating. Ooh, they skating on thin ice. Ooh, it's so thick. I ain't gonna fall through this one. You, on the other hand, if this is you, Leo Virgo, you got like a blow dryer. I will melt this ice, bitch. You will fall into this icy water. Quit playing with me. Okay. So now somebody's like, okay, hold on. That's hilarious. I love when my spirit team gives me those visuals. I be cracking up. Right. Hold on. I don't want to lose this. Six of Cups. Show me the Ten of Pentacles with the Chariot. They gotta fight for they home. They gotta fight for this relationship now. They gotta fight. Five of Wands to the Ten of Wands. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Come on. Knight of Cups. And offer what needs to be offered. Period. Okay. Bring in the emotional intelligence. Upgrade that emotional hard drive. Thank you. Come on through. With what you need, with what you know you need to be doing. Stop playing. Somebody knows that they need to stop playing. Period. And I love that. I love that. Chariot with the Hierophant. Divine. Okay, come on, Emperor in Judgment. Come on, Emperor in Judgment. They feeling it. Pluto is on that ass. Yeah, talk about thin ice. Yeah, Pluto's showing up like, you know this ice is getting thin, right? Do you not see them over there with the hair, with the blow dryer, the blowtorch? That's you about to melt into this lake. You better chill. You better chill. Rebirth. It's time to change. Pluto, come on. Come on, Mr. Emperor. It's time to be the Hierophant. Four Wands at the bottom, right? Let's not risk this. Don't lose that. Okay. And you know what's even beautiful about that, though? This person hears from the divine. Whew. That's powerful. That's a blessing in and of itself. They hear from the divine. They hear. So honestly, as the High Priestess, all you got to do is have that intention in your awareness and in your heart. It goes straight to the divine, back down to them. That's the Lovers. With the angel in the sky. That's the Lovers. And it's always the feminine energy looking up at the angel. Angel energy looking down at the masculine energy looking at the feminine energy. Feminine's like, Lord, divine, please. Strike some sense into this masculine energy, please. Masculine energy is looking at the feminine like, I don't know why she tripping. I don't get it. Then it's lightning strike. Oh, okay, I see. I'm the problem. Got it. Now I get it. Now I understand. Okie dokie. Okay. I love this. This is funny. And I'm not, it might not be funny to go through. I don't want to make light of your situation, but as an outside looking into the energy, that's kind of hilariously cute in a way. Y'all definitely are meant for each other for sure. For sure. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, exactly. Time for something new. Okay, Page of Wands between the Hierophant and the High Priestess. Yes. Learn how to flirt in a new way. Don't just whip it out. Do you know what I'm saying? Come on. Find some new moves. Somebody got to get some new moves. Upgrade the moves. Okay? Somebody's learning that they got to keep up with you. And I think they like it. I really do. I think deep down with the devil energy, yeah, they're obsessed. They love it. Like, keep me on my toes, period. Ace of Swords, I can't make it a perfect way to end that. They love it. Oh my gosh, keep me on my toes. Oh my gosh, yes. Like deep down, for real, they really do. They're turned on by it. And you know what? Again, I think this is exactly why y'all were designed and fashioned as mirrored souls. The divine knew what was needed in between y'all and in this situation. I still can't get over that. The blow dryer on the ice ring. God damn. Slowly but surely, that ice gonna get thinner and thinner and thinner. It's gonna melt. That's funny. All right. Thank you, Leo Virgo, for this fun energy. I appreciate it. I love reading for y'all. Not just Leo Virgo, for all of y'all, but for sure. This was nice. Yeah, you're the first thing I think about when I open my eyes. Exactly. They don't want that to change. You know what? The whole thing about it, even if you were to leave this person, that wouldn't change. They would still think about you every single day. And they would rather think about you and have you than think about you and not have you. So again, I got to carry these 10 wands and I got to outgrow these behaviors. Let me go ahead and do it. I'm not losing, Leo Virgo, or maybe Leo Virgo, you're like, I'm not losing, whoever this is. And that's exactly what you should do, and you're doing the right thing. If this is you who has to shape up, okay? Go ahead and get it together, boo. Go ahead. Tell me a little bit about what wants to be said here between the Hierophant and the High Priestess. I love that. Love those energies. You're everything I want to need, period. Okay, tell us something we don't know, right? You're the first thing I think about when I open my eyes. Back out here, y'all heard me shuffle. Tell me more. What wants to be said? I want to rebuild our connection. Exactly. Again, the old ways, the old moves are old and stale. They don't work because somebody in this situation is elevated. They have shifted. They have grown. And somebody's recognizing like, oh, I actually have to keep up. I actually have to grow too. And they want to grow. Again, heavy emphasis on the want. They want to do this. They're not forced to do it. They want to do it. And that's exactly like, chef's kiss. Beautiful. Beautiful. Tell me more. Hierophant and High Priestess energy. What wants to be said? Thank you. I'm healing. Please be patient with me. Now that did flip out in reverse. Okay, so maybe patience is a little thin in this situation. Somebody feels like your patience is nothing to play with, and they're absolutely right. Exactly. Yeah. I'm not going to push and try to make them wait too long. Not that they're intentionally making you wait, but they're getting it like, oh, I don't have time. Like that soundbite. Do you know you have 30 minutes? Yes, 30. Like, oh, okay, right. They don't have time to lollygag. So they got to get to the healing. They need to start doing it. Pronto. Stat. Okay. I'm wrapped up in unhealthy coping mechanisms. So someone has awareness around that. I'm keeping tabs on you. Like I said, that lover's dynamic. Divine feminine looking up at the divine. Divine looking down at the divine masculine. Divine masculine looking at divine feminine. Like, what's going on? That's the Trinity. Okay. So they're watching you and noticing you. Oh yeah, this is somebody who studies you very closely. Like, they will notice every little wrinkle, freckle, little curve of your face. Like, that's how into you they are. That's how much they pay attention to you. Some people might find that to be intense or a little too much. I think it's just right in this situation. Tell me a little bit more. Last message here, Hierophant, High Priestess. Thank you. Pictures of you still make me smile at the bottom, but even though you're not with me, my love for you grows every day. Okay. And maybe that's the boundary. Yeah, somebody could have definitely packed it on up. Like, okay, so you're not getting it. You're not listening to me. You want to be stubborn about this. All right. I'm going to be out because I'm not putting up with it. And that's on what? Self-love. That's on self-love. And now that somebody's self-love is shining very brightly, somebody's trying to figure out how they can get it together quickly so that this doesn't become a permanent move. So something could be temporary. You could be temporarily separated from somebody. You are in separation with this soul, because we did see divine flame out here. Okay. So this is what you need to know about what's happening in separation with this person. Okay. I love this energy. Let me know your thoughts and what resonated in the comments about this message. I'll see y'all in our next one, my loves. Namaste.